Oh, there he is. Where are you?
I'm in the pool.
I know. I was like, okay, what a that's a true rock star life right there. What pool? What city are you in?
I'm at my house.
That is your backyard. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I got to spend that Nickelback money on something.
I'm Robin from Reppin' 2.1 in Tucson. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Robin. How are you?
Good. Thank you. I just want you to know I'm a true lover of Nickelback. I'm not a hater. I'm a
Oh,
lover. 20 years, Chad, 20 years. And you can X-nay this question, but I did want to ask you, after all my years of playing you on the radio, every single show I go to is always sold out. So, I like that cup. Is that a Star Wars cup?
yeah, it's R2.
Yeah, I love it. Why do you think, again, you can X-nay this, but why do you think people love to hate Nickelback? Like, what's with that
That's the
trend?
first question. The first question, yeah. Is that
Well, I just need to get that out of the way.
honestly, that kind of used to be a thing. I shouldn't say that kind of used. That was definitely a thing for like a long time.
Mm,
Um, and I think uh, there's been a softening. There really has, thankfully. Now, I'm not sure if it's because we've received like a ton of love on TikTok or whatever the hell it is, but like for whatever reason, the teeth have kind of been removed, and it's really nice. It's really nice to not be public enemy number one. I think that with the range of songs that we write, from rock to all the softer melodic stuff, all the way down to like, well, I know that Far Away got played on country stations even, and I know that Rockstar, the heavily redacted version, got played on CMT. I mean, so when you're going that far and the scope is that wide, um, it makes it tough to get away from the band if you're not into the band. And if you try and switch the radio station three times and it's just like, ah, there they are. There's their rock song on the rock station. And oh, there's their pop song on the pop station. And oh my God, I can't even go to the country station and get away from these guys. That type of oversaturation can piss people off. But at the end of the day, we're just a band that makes music, and you know,
right. Well,
there,
it's
there's
funny
lots
because,
of bands.
no, go
There's lots
ahead.
of bands that come, and I can't stand a couple bands, and I'm like, but I don't I don't like go online and turn into a keyboard warrior and just start hating on them. I just change the channel or just whatever. I put on my own stuff, like put on something that I want to listen to from
Right. But every
music.
time I
So
go to a Nickelback show, it is sold out. So that's why I laugh. And every time I talk about you on the radio and
right.
I say, oh, what's up to the haters who are secret lovers? Because every single person is always there. So
Well,
everyone
that's
loves you, right?
our new T-shirts. So from our merch line, it says Nickelback. It says fan or liar question mark.
I'll definitely wear that. Circle fan. Well, it's funny you talked about country. So your album, the new one, Get Rolling, sorry. So there's two specific songs on there that I thought, oh my God, these are country songs, and especially High Times.
Right.
So do you ever want music from your new album that is completely rock, but to cross over into country? Because we do play
Uh,
country crossovers who go both ways.
it's not really that. It's just like, I mean, you're telling me the Photograph isn't a country tune?
I love Photograph. It's my favorite. I melt when I hear a Photograph. I'm like a little girl when I hear a Photograph.
Um,
Melts me.
like you can't tell me that Rockstar isn't
Right,
pretty much.
Rockstar.
That's pretty much a country tune too. It's just now that the doors have really sort of opened up so much for country. Like, I mean, half the country tunes aren't even country tunes anymore. Half the country tunes are like rock songs. I
Mm,
mean, with distorted guitars and like it's getting cranked up. And I dig that. So in like High Times, I always thought was kind of like I guess I'd call it almost like a period piece because it made me think of the 70s, and what the 70s must have been like, in a van just, traveling around the country, going from festival to festival, and picking up hippies, and uh, just like, where are you going? Like, we're all going to the same festival, and
Right. Well, that's what the graphics look like.
Hi, Robin. You know, the one thing I didn't think about
Nice.
is
Yeah.
I didn't think about the fact that the my phone's gonna overheat,
Oh
right?
yeah.
So the temperature just went like, "Spook," and I got the
Oh, the
no, no.
warning that it's too hot.
I go to Brad. I'm like, Brad, please tell me you can get Robin back on. Like,
Yeah,
we
we
gotta.
got to. I was going to
Okay.
use that as a screenshot. You're just shirtless in a pool. I'm like, cool, that'll be my new saver on all my social media pages. Your house is gorgeous, by the way. Are you in Canada?
Yeah.
Is that Canadian beauty right there? Wow.
What, you mean, Brad?
No, you, the house, the pool.
Look at the ass on that.
You're funny. I'd like to be there. So,
Oh,
all
it's
right. So you're talking about high times. And then, so this is funny. I Google you. I like to see, does Chad have a girlfriend? And Google says you don't have a girlfriend, but you have a song on there. Actually, you have two songs. Does Heaven Even Know You're Missing and Tidal Wave. I'm like, he's got to have a girlfriend. Who do you write those songs for?
um. So, does Seven even know you're missing? Like, that little bumper sticker has just been around for uh a lot of years. A lot of years. Like 2000. How was it? 2007. Like 2007, I think. I had most of the bones for that. And then what was the other one that you just mentioned?
Uh, Tidal Wave. Because Tidal Wave is a song where I feel like it's so relatable. It's like you're on the high of the highest and the low of the lows in a relationship.
Well, tidal wave is about knowing that something is just so wonderfully explosive that there's just like,
Mhm.
it's almost like a song that I wrote from a million years ago called "Feeling Way Too Damn Good." Something's got to go wrong because I'm feeling way too damn good,
Right,
and that's
right.
that same thing with tidal wave, and it's like because it's gonna come crashing down, right? Like, nothing can stay that like electrified for you know any amount of time. But you're just so it's like being in the almost like being in the honeymoon phase. Like right at the start when love is new and it's fresh, and you're just like so into somebody, like you're so
Yeah.
into them. But there's this little voice in the back of your head going, "Enjoy this," because
The
there's just
chemistry is
no
so intense and then it all goes
yeah,
away.
there's just no way this is gonna last. Um, and and being aware, like being cognizant enough to just be like, okay, I do have to enjoy this moment. Um, do I have a girlfriend? Yes, I have a girlfriend. Um, I'm not. She hates it when she gets brought up in interviews. Like, she gets pissed. She's not limelight girl at all.
Yeah, it's not public.
No, she won't walk a red carpet with me, and
Who is
she.
she? Tell us.
No, I can't. I can't. Uh,
All
I've
right.
been with her long enough now that like I still don't want to ruin it. But
Well, that's good. You're still on the high. You're still on the high of your
uh,
tidal wave.
yeah, totally. But she, I have to respect her wishes. In that capacity, it's like she doesn't dig the fame thing at all. Like, that's
Good
not her.
girlfriend to have, actually.
Yeah, uh, you
And you
know,
have your quiet time at home and
trying to spoil her is tough too because she's not really into that either. She doesn't like when I spend money on her, and I love to spoil her, and she gets pissed.
I got like an all cool, like normal chick,
This super cool
That's
chick,
amazing.
and she
Let's
doesn't
what's
put up
up?
with does not put up with
Good. Right, because she doesn't treat you like a rock star. You're Chad,
yeah,
which
yeah,
is
that's it.
great. That's how it should be. I love that. Actually, you seem quite normal speaking to you. It's great how you are so popular around the whole world and just normal, cool guy doing his cool.
Just a guy in the pool.
Just a
I
guy in the
cracked.
pool with a normal girlfriend. Hey,
Yeah,
listen, San Quentin, of course, I'm obsessed, obviously, of Nickelback and your new album. I just love you guys for 20 years. So, last question about your new album, the San Quentin. Do you know someone whoever was in Sanguine? Obviously, Charles Manson had been there. Do you know someone, or you just wrote that song about the fact that it was a death row prison, and you're like, I don't want to be there, or you know someone who was there?
I definitely don't want to be there. I don't know anyone who wants to be there.
I heard
Uh,
they're changing it to a rehab center for
yeah,
inmates.
rehabilitation definitely came up in a conversation I had when I was speaking to the warden. Um,
You spoke to
I
the warden of San Quentin.
Yeah, I met him at a party, and I was like, and I was having a really tough time focusing on anything he was saying because I just kept going. I'm gonna write a song called Sanguine. Um,
Well, that's
it
how that
was
came about.
literally how that came about. There's yeah, and
Wow.
yeah, and the guy was like young too. He was really young. I'm just looking at this dude. Go, there's no way you're this the warden San Quentin.
Yeah.
And all, and we're like, I'm like, you are. Oh, damn. Okay, wow. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, I just thought you'd be like older and like mean.
Massive guy, right? Who has to
Yeah,
protect if someone tries to escape.
I definitely had some Shawshank. I definitely had some Shawshank in my head. I wasn't going to use the word obtuse, that's for sure.
Oh my gosh, that's one of my favorite movies. I've seen that 20 times. It's so funny. All right, well, there you go. Congrats on getting into the Canadian Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Canadian Music Hall of Fame, right?
Right.
Are
Yep.
you in
Thank
it
you.
yet, or you're going to be inducted soon?
We're in. We made it in. It's like officially old. I feel like I guess because like I just feel like that's supposed to go to someone who's far more seasoned than we are. It's like oh god.
You have to be like 70 to be inducted, not in
Right.
your
Right.
40s.
Like I'm in a hall. Weird.
No way. Be proud. Be proud of your accomplishments
Oh,
and
we're
all
definitely
of your years.
we're
Canada,
proud.
Canadian Music Hall of Fame. Who else is in there? Who would I know that's in there?
Look it up. It's insane. Like every like that's something we're definitely proud of is to be rubbing shoulders with the names of the people that are in there. Like you should look it up. It's crazy. I mean, we've got the Neil Youngs, and we've got
Oh,
uh, the list goes on and on and on forever. Like I mean, I presented the award a couple years ago to Burton Cummings, and my mother is a huge Burton Cummings fan, right? So I actually knew all his stuff outside of the Guess Who. Um, it was like, I'm just sitting backstage with him. I'm kind of geeking out, and I'm just singing all his stuff to him, just like a super
that's
nerd.
awesome.
But I just kind of wanted to prove to him that I really kind of knew all his stuff. And he's like wow. Um, and the truth of the matter is, like my last name, my dad's last name is Turton, and my mom's last name is Kroeger, and they split up when I was so young that we just kind of went down the path. So we just went Kroeger, right?
Mhm.
Um, but when I was born, my mom was so in love with Burton Cummings. She goes, I think, like, she turns to my dad. She goes, "Can we name him Burton?" And my dad goes, Burton. And she goes, oh, "Okay, that's probably not going to work." And I told him that story backstage, and he starts laughing. He goes, "No, it's probably not a good one. Honestly, Burton."
Burton Gerd. That
No,
is a great story. But that's amazing how all these years later in your whole life, how you end up meeting him and
like
being able to tell him that story in person.
how serendipitous is that?
Yeah, that's a great story. By the way, thanks for confirming your last name. Why have we all been calling you Kroeger for 20 years?
Well, because you guys have there's an O in it, and
I feel like you didn't
you guys have
correct anyone all these years, and then recently you're like, by the way, it's Kruger.
it wasn't like it just kind of got to the point where someone's like, "Okay, can we start telling people how to pronounce your last name?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. It's fine. It's whatever."
That's
Um,
great.
yeah. So this is the tell the world how to pronounce your last name properly press tour.
Yeah, I
Um,
would go on the air and say, "Oh, it's like Freddy Krueger." Everybody, he corrected us
it
all.
is. It is. Like I'm gonna start wearing a shirt that just says, how to like it just says my name phonetically. So it's
Yeah.
just
Oh, yeah.
Krewgur. Krug.
Smart. I love that. When does your tour start? When do you leave that beautiful scene you're in right now? I mean, you'll be in Phoenix on July 12th, so that seems pretty soon.
We're going to be in Phoenix pretty soon. Yeah, there's I feel like a very, very small individual at the bottom of a very big mountain looking up, and I got to climb this thing. And it's, this task is daunting. Like, this tour is going to go on forever. And there's just so many songs I got to sing now. It's like, oh,
There
God.
is.
Yeah. Well, I need to stop.
The hits.
I need to stop staying up till 6 o'clock in the morning. I should probably get on the treadmill and
Enjoy this nice life you're leading right now. It's about to change.
Oh, is it ever? Shit's about to get real.
Yeah, it is. I'm really looking forward to it. I know that you'll be playing a really cool in the summer here. It's brutal, so you'll be indoors, obviously. Footprint Center. Everyone's psyched. It's air conditioned, and it's going to be amazing. I cannot wait. We're going to give away more tickets to your show, and maybe a chance to meet you, and a hotel stay, and all this great stuff for Nickelback.
I hope the rest of the interviews I get to do today, I hope they're as nice as you are, Robin, because like this has been an absolute pleasure.
Oh, thanks, Chad. I love talking to you. I'm going to let you go. I know I hit my limit, so thank you. I was really excited to talk to you. So
I don't want to. No, I'm like, can I?
You want to do what's that?
Brad's like, no, you can't keep talking to Robin. You got to talk to Chicago next. I'm like, all right.
Oh, thanks, Chad. You're welcome to stay at my house anytime you come to Phoenix.
Aw,
blow off the hotels. Come over here, hang out with all of us. We're just as cool as your girlfriend.
Can you barbecue?
Of course. I got a pool too, so you can come chill here.
I'll jump in your pool and I can help you. I can help you with the grill too, or whatever you need. So if I'm coming over there,
see? You're just a normal, cool guy. I love that. All right, Chad. Well, can't wait to see you July 12th at the Footprint Center. Thanks so much for talking.
It's Saturday, Robin. You're such a sweetheart. Like, thank you so much.
So are you. Thanks, Chad. Bye-bye. Take care. Yeah.